'cause I am tired and alone. Help me make it through the night, 'cause I don't like myself anymore. I guess I'm just not interesting. I have no personality. I met a guy with cancer, and he felt sorry for me. I've never been a social guy. I'm always making children cry. I guess that's just the way it's meant to be. Help me make it out of bed, 'cause I am scared and sad. Help me make it through the day, 'cause there's nothing out there for me anymore. 'Cause I'm always coming in last place and getting dirt kicked in my face, and everyone pushes ahead of me and no one stops to care. And I curse the gods each day in vain for giving me this life of pain, when all I really need's a little hug. Help me make it through the night, 'cause I am tired and alone. Help me make it through the night, 'cause I don't like myself.
Testing, testing. Test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Check. Testing, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing 1, 2, 3. Check. Testing. Checking the mic. Checking the mic. Test. Test. Asparagus. Falafel. Help. Help. Alexa, what's the weather today?
Currently, in Glendale it's 91 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. You can expect more of the same today, with a high of 97 degrees and a low of 65 degrees. By the way, there's an excessive heat warning in effect until Wednesday, September 28th, 8 p.m.
Fuck. Help. 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 Test. Checking the mic. Checking the mic. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Hello everybody, and welcome to Henry's Kitchen, where today I'm going to be teaching you how to make the authentic Taco Bell Mexican pizza. First I want to say hello and see if everybody can hear me okay. Testing 1 2 3. I have a little bit of allergies going on right now, so you might hear me sneeze now and then. But I'm not cooking for anybody other than myself, so it's not like I'm going to contaminate any food for anybody. Let's see what kind of questions we got here today. Thicken Hat says, I hear Yuma, Arizona is not nice. Yuma, Arizona, I've been one time. I was a teenager, early teens, and I was at an arcade, and someone in a white van asked if I wanted to hang out with them. So I think people are friendly. I didn't do it. Everyone type Forson says, do I need a bell to ring when my pizza is ready? That would be helpful. Jesse, is Taco Bell okay with you streaming their secret recipe? Thanks for letting me get into that, actually. I'm going to give you a little bit of history about this particular dish, and it's very exciting. Sir Jonathan Charles, very nice shirt today. Do you have a favorite cooking shirt? I like this one. I generally like polos because you have short sleeves. And there's, like, I have to roll these up, otherwise I might dip them in tomato sauce or something. So let's see. Sir Jonathan Charles says, very nice shirt today. Do you have a favorite cooking shirt? I like this one. But I like polos because they have short sleeves. As you can see with this one, I have to roll it up so I don't dip it in tomato sauce or something. Mafarazzo says, can I get one of the aprons myself? The hack to get the aprons would be to join the Patreon at the higher level, and then I'll send you an apron, and then if you want, you can go back to $1 a month or whatever. Aura say 1996, I only have chicken in the freezer. What can I do? You can use chicken for this recipe. You can use anything that you want, actually. It's a pizza, so, whatever you like on your Mexican pizza. What the Duck says, what do you think of pineapples on pizza? I'm not a fan. I guess that's a Hawaiian pizza. I'm sort of a traditionalist. I grew up in suburban New Jersey, where there was a lot of Italian people and great Italian food, and we basically just did pepperoni. Monday nights in my family were pizza night, where we would all share one pizza, but I was the youngest in the family, so often I would get stuck with whatever was left after everybody already got theirs, which is a little bit like life. See what other questions here. Fortuna says, can I use a concrete? Sure, I would imagine. Okay, well, let's start getting into the history of the Mexican pizza. But I do want to make sure you can hear me okay. Check. All right. January 1st, 2020. The Hunan seafood wholesale market in Wuhan is closed amid worries in China of a reprise of the 2002-2004 SARS, severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus, SARS-CoV-1 outbreak. January 3rd, 2020, China informs the World Health Organization that they have identified over 40 cases of pneumonia of an unknown etiology. January 7th, 2020, public health officials in China identify a novel coronavirus as the causative agent of the outbreak. The Center for Disease Control in the U.S. establishes an incident management structure to guide their response to the novel coronavirus by following the preparedness plan for developing tests and managing cases made for Middle East respiratory syndrome coronavirus, or MERS-CoV. Let's skip forward to March 23rd, 2020. New cases confirmed that week, 146,165. New deaths confirmed that week, 4,555. March 24th, Army hospital units are deployed to New York State to deal with declining hospital capacity. Army engineers start converting the Javits Center into a temporary field hospital, able to house nearly 3,000 beds, making it one of the largest in the U.S. We're going to skip over that summer. I think we all know that that was a very difficult summer. And we're going to go to September 4th, 2020. The following headline appears in the Associated Press. Taco Bell announced that it will drop its Mexican pizza from the menu. According to the company, it's all for the sake of the planet. In a statement, the company explained, quote, "We know some fans may be sad to see this go, and we are too. One silver lining of saying goodbye to the Mexican pizza that might help you rest easy is that removing it from our menus helps us work toward our commitment to leave a lighter footprint on our planet. Currently, Mexican pizza packaging accounts for over 7 million pounds of paperboard material per year in the U.S. This was very disappointing news, not only for me, for a lot of people who like to go to Taco Bell. I'm a meat eater, so I would get it the normal way, but if you were a vegetarian, you were able to customize it by saying that you don't want any meat, and you'd still end up with a pretty filling piece of food there. And this was very difficult news for us to take. It was shocking. You know, we had been through so much that year, and there were stay-at-home orders, there were tanks in the middle of the street, and we, just to hear this news not only was a gut punch to our morale, but it was also a sign of the ever unweaving fabric of our culture. But the good news is that I'm going to tell you today how to make this beloved item right at home. So Taco Bell can fuck right off because they don't have to put them in paper boxes anymore. We're going to make it right at home, and it's going to be just as good as the ones that they had at the store. This is what it's going to look like when we're done. This is the Mexican pizza by Taco Bell. You can see it's got the meat underneath, and it's got some types of cheese on the top, tomatoes, and some green stuff. I think that's chives. I don't have chives, but we have asparagus. But we're going to be doing some mix and matching. Shane Yes just resubscribed. Thanks, Shane Yes. There you have it. So, let's see if you have any questions thus far. Do you need a shovel to eat it? You mean like a small shovel? Prince Kenny says, can I use roast beef as meat? Yeah, you can use roast beef as your meat. As a matter of fact, I think I have the roast beef cam set up to where we can take a look at what's going on with roast beef. My cat roast beef. Okay, so as you can see, he's sleeping underneath the sink, which is where he likes to sleep. I'm going to do a real quick welfare check. I like to poke him every now and then. He's a very old cat, and I want to make sure he's okay. Okay, he's moving a little bit, but he's definitely, when he's in a slumber, it's pretty tough to get him out of that. It's Kate X says that our pic of the Taco Bell looks photoshopped. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a very corporate product here, and they're gonna basically use all kinds of trick photography to make the colors look good and all that kind of stuff. But the one that we're gonna make here is gonna be just as tasty, regardless of what our promo photography looks like. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of our ingredients here. So what we have, we need ground meat. I don't have ground meat, unfortunately, but I fortunately did have a couple of meatballs that I had left over from one of the earlier dishes that we made. So I'm gonna just grind those into meat. I only have 2, so there won't be a lot of meat on this one, but that's okay because meat clogs your arteries anyway. I have some refried beans, or bean trio. This has no, not refried beans. It's pinto beans. It looks like it's got black beans and then some garbanzos. And let's see. We had a question here that I wanted to address. Sometimes it's hard to go back in the questions. Oh yeah, IUIA, wouldn't Mexican pizza just be an open burrito? This is a big no. Mexican pizza is not the same as regular pizza. It's got 2 tortillas and the meat is on the bottom, and the second layer of crust, if you will, contains enchilada sauce as well as cheese with your veggies on top. So it's really more of a variation. I believe it was invented by Taco Bell to solve the problem of people wanting to get Domino's pizza, and they wanted to compete. So, but they couldn't just serve pizza because it's a Mexican place. So they had to come up with a bullshit thing and say that it was called Mexican pizza, which isn't really a thing, except for it is now. But let's go ahead and get back to our ingredients here. I've got some asparagus. I don't have chives, but we'll put a little asparagus on the top there. We've got, like I said, our beans, meat. I've got some leftover cheese here that we're going to use, and I'll see if I can find more cheese in the fridge if we're coming up short. I've got a nice new oil spray that I'm using, canola oil. This is cumin. Or no, this is paprika, but I don't have the stoked, but if you want to use the stoked, you could. Some ketchup. I don't know if you can see it back there. Salt and pepper to taste. Some cumin and chili powder. I also have some onions, which I'm not sure whether those go in there or not. Oh, and most importantly, I've got our tortillas. I don't have the flour tortillas, but these are veggie tortillas, so they should be pretty good too. So let's go ahead and take a look at the job ahead of us. This is a huge dish, everybody. It's going to be a lot of stuff to go over. The Blue Novo says, isn't that Mexican lasagna? No. And look, all foods are going to be some combination of bread, meat, and sauce. Every food that you can imagine. Nachos, pizza, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, whatever. But it depends on what country you're in. This is maybe a little bit like a lasagna, but the flavoring is very different. Slashnox says, is Tom Cruise guest starring in today's stream? No, although I am a fan of his movies. If we could get him to come on here, I think that would increase the views quite a bit. But anyway, enough of my yapping here. Let's go ahead and start making Mexican pizza. First step is to make the taco meat. You can use ground beef or ground turkey and whatever taco seasoning you like. Just make it like you would for taco night. Okay, so let's start by making some taco seasoning. This is a sort of a separate thing, but I'll teach you how it's done. Just arranging things here. You want to take a small bowl, and the ingredients that we're going to be using for our taco seasoning are half a tablespoon chili powder. So again, I had our chili powder here. That's our paprika. Here's the chili powder. And you want half a tablespoon. I have 1 full tablespoon. I'm just going to guesstimate how much would be a half. Alexa, how much is a half a tablespoon of chili powder?
Half tablespoon of chili powder weighs about 0.14 ounces.
Okay. And then we're also going to have half a tablespoon of cumin, which I have here. That's actually a lot of cumin, but we're doing it. I think that cumin is a very popular Mexican spice. You get a lot of it in tacos. 1 teaspoon dried oregano. I do not have oregano, but that's an Italian thing anyway, so we don't really need that. Onion powder and garlic powder. Where's all this shit coming from? I don't remember that, but I think I have some. Come on. Onion powder and some garlic powder. Okay. We're in luck, guys. I'm sorry for the people on the Discord. I gave the ingredients. I don't know if I did these, but apparently we need 1 teaspoon of onion powder. So I'm going to take our teaspoon here, put that in there. Oh, that's the garlic powder. Well, we need 1 teaspoon of each, so that's about a teaspoon. And then we need 1 teaspoon of our onion powder. That pours out real quick, so be careful that you don't get too much in there. All right, so this is our taco seasoning. What we're going to be doing now is we're going to stir it all up. You know, it's a good idea if you're ever doing WebMD or any one of these services that you can see whether you're sick or not. You're better off going to a doctor, because I remember about 20 years ago I had some kind of weird symptoms, and I went to the doctor, and they said it was nothing, but for about 2 weeks I was walking around thinking that I had something called non-gonococcal urethritis. And a couple years later I did actually catch non-gonococcal urethritis, but that has nothing to do with it. Okay, this is our taco seasoning. So let's go ahead and put that aside, and then next up we're gonna start preparing our meat. And again, I don't have meat like ground meat, but I have these meatballs that we can grind up. Maybe I'll just grind them up with a knife here. I hope everybody's day is going well. We're in the middle of a heat wave. Oh, and I want to say, I want to give a very special shout out to Dingo Bop, who's one of the moderators who actually lives in the area where they're having hurricanes in Florida. Dingo Bop, I hope you're okay. I touched base with him and he said he had generators and stuff, so I think he's doing okay, but our thoughts are with you, and I hope you're weathering the storm as well as you can. If you're on here, send a flare, and I'll be thanking all the moderators and anybody else who's out there in that area. Hope everything's going okay over there, because they're having a pretty rough storm. So I won't be complaining too much about our heat wave here, because it's not as significant. Okay, so here we have starting to get there. Oh yeah, there's Dingo Bob. All right. Okay, now let's just guesstimate how much of this stuff we're gonna do here. Might have to get your hands dirty for this one. Okay. Henry's Kitchen Bot says no command found with the given parameters. Did I wash my hands? No, but again, it's just me, so it doesn't really matter. But okay, so we've got some taco meat there. I think, you know what I'm going to do? It doesn't look very moist, so I'm going to go ahead and spray it down. Okay. And crumble it up. Whatever. The last thing you want to do is clump it into a ball, because that's literally what we just undid there. So, okay. Well, that's looking pretty good. Gonna wash my hands here. By the way, the only reason I wash my hands when I'm giving cooking demonstrations is I don't want to get a bunch of stuff all over my computer keyboard and stuff, but it's not necessarily for hygiene. I think I just heard roast beef. We've got roast beef in a different situation if you're interested in that. Seems to be up and around. There's been a lot of concern, but he's doing okay. Looks kind of confused. Okay, so let's take a look at our next order of business.
Delicious.
Dingus just donated $15. That's very nice of you, Dingus. Very appreciative of that. Cartman Bruh, he's the Joe Biden of cats. I don't know what that means. Oh, old, I guess. Borsenven, oh my God, Henry, this is my first time live. What an honor. Thank you. If you're just joining us right now, we are making the authentic what do you call it? Mexican pizza, the way that they made it in Taco Bell. Okay. So number 2. Next, you want to get the tortillas nice and crispy. If you have a griddle or a large skillet, which we do, that fits more than one, break it out for this. Add a little bit of oil to your pan and heat the tortillas over a medium-high heat. You want to flip them regularly so that they don't burn, but cook for 4 or 5 minutes until they're crispy. Okay, so we're going to put our taco meat aside and all of that other shit that we were dealing with. And I know that you're probably saying right now, how much stuff do we have to do for this? This sucks. But it's going to be very rewarding, especially if you're planning on being inebriated like most people who eat Taco Bell are. So this is our hot plate. It's an induction oven, so it's very eco-friendly. And I'm going to go ahead and push start. This is too much, so we're going to do medium. And I'm going to put some of our spray down. Okay. And you want to get these things nice and crispy. These are our tortillas. These are actually a veggie tortilla that I got at the health food store. The health food store is much closer to me than any other supermarket, so that's why a lot of the stuff that I have looks like it's some kind of health nut type shit. But I actually am just lazy and don't feel like going all the way to the health food store, or to the other regular store. Okay, literally the owner of Twitch says, Henry, you're accidentally using cardboard, I think. No, this, I know it looks a little bit like that, but it's actually regular tortilla. Okay, so I'm going to let that go for a second. Why don't we set a timer? Alexa, set timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
We have a couple of song requests, so maybe this would be a good time to go ahead and do some music in the kitchen. I always say that when you have downtime, you got to come up with something to do. And music is a good thing. Games are good too, which we'll do in a little bit. But let's go through some of our song requests. Got a song request from a band called The Beatles. Oh, the Beatles, obviously. From somebody named NP. NP on the Discord. By the way, the place to request songs would be on the Discord, if you're ever interested in doing that. Not sure what key I'm going to do this one in. Let's see. I have it on the Ultimate Guitar tabs here, which is often wrong. So bear with me, and then I have to scroll and all this shit. Oh, look at all the lonely people. Oh, look at all the lonely people. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where her wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. What is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? Sorry. My cat is not a fan, apparently. Hold on. That part sucked. I might have to start this song over again. He's kind of pissing me off right now. My cat, roast beef, is trying to get into some kind of boxes. He's very big, so it's not easy for him to do. I think maybe he's trying to hide. Not sure what he's trying to do, but he likes boxes. Oh, look at all the lonely people. Oh, look at all the lonely people. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where a wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? Oh, look at all the lonely people. Oh, look at all the lonely people. It goes on from there, but I'm not doing it well. I think it's in a bad key, and unfortunately, oh shit, we have I think this is probably ready to flip. I might have put a little bit too much oil on there. The idea was I wanted it to get crispy, but it's kind of a little extra crispy. Let's do another song here. This is a song that was requested by Zaya on the Discord. Zaya wanted to hear this song by Fleetwood Mac, and I guess, you know, I'm going to try it, but Alexa, stop timer. Okay, I think that one's ready. Let's go ahead and swap these out. I'm going to take this one, put it on a plate, put a new one on there, swish it around in the juice a little bit, and on the side you can see I've got a crisp one. Alexa, set timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Song by Fleetwood Mac. I'm going to do the best I can for Zaya. Thanks, Poda TV just subscribed. Thank you for that. Zaya, The Chain. Listen to the wind blow, watch the sun rise, run in the shadows, damn your love, damn your life. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying that you'll never break the chain. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. And then saying that you'll never break the chain, never break the chain. Listen to the wind blow, down comes the night. Run in the shadows, damn their love, damn your life. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying that you'll never break the chain. Oh shit, we gotta flip this. I don't know why it's cooking so fast, but it's starting to smoke. The smoke is usually a bit of a problem, and I normally put on smoke goggles, but I like to just make sure I'm checking on roast beef because he's very old, but I don't know. He's out of the frame now. Here, I'll see if I can adjust it. Okay. Someone says literally looks like burned cardboard. Yeah, I guess it's the healthy type of tortillas. I'm sorry, everybody. As usual, that was a pretty poor music performance, and I try to do these songs on the fly. I know I've heard them a lot of times, and I get them from this Ultimate Guitar tab thing, but sometimes the keys are wrong for me. It was too low, and I couldn't really... So I apologize. But, you know, you got to try stuff in life, you know. Obviously, cooking is the thing that I'm good at, but music is something that I'm trying to do sort of as a hobby on the side. And thanks, everybody. All right, let's see what's going on here. Alexa, how much time left on the timer?
You have 1 minute left on your 5-minute timer.
Okay, so we'll leave this on a little bit longer. This would probably be a good time to see what our next order of business is. We've got our tortillas nice and crispy. Now it's time to start assembling. That's what we're going to be doing next. We're going to spread a layer of refried beans along the bottom of our tortilla, and we're going to top that with a layer of our meat. Couple of questions. Hyperomegapogu, I was trying to follow along, but my Alexa sabotaged me. How do you deal with that? You have to make sure your Alexa is connected to the internet, for one thing.
From ukeses.com. Wired and wireless connections to the internet allow connected devices to communicate worldwide.
Alexa, stop timer. All right, we're done with these tortillas at this point. I might need a bigger platform on which to build. So just give me a second. I'm gonna get, yeah, I think a platter would be good. We'll call this our bottom tortilla. Kekina just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, Kekina. And I don't know, for some reason I'm not seeing all my subscriptions, but so I might miss a couple of them, but I hope not to. Oh, hi. Jesse just gifted 5 subs. Thank you very much, Jesse. Okay, so we're going to start by laying down a layer of refried beans along the bottom of the tortilla. So I'm going to do, I have a can opener. So first going to deal with this. You guys might remember I was having a lot of difficulty with this can opener, but I finally figured out apparently it's some kind of a locking device. But there you go. Oh, we got to drain it. Gosh. It really sticks on there. I'm going to drain this. Hold on a sec. Okay, so this is going to make our bottom layer of the Mexican pizza. Now we got to pull this out. And they want us to cover it with refried beans. Now these aren't just refried beans, these are all types of beans. But that's okay. If you're just joining us now, we're making the Taco Bell Mexican pizza that was discontinued as a result of environmental damage that they were doing to the planet. but their way of sort of reconciling it with their own consciences is to discontinue it and replace it with other types of shit, I guess. But most of the people that eat Taco Bell are, I don't even feel bad saying this. Everybody kind of knows this, that they're basically inebriated. So let's see here. Next, now we want to put down, after we've spread our fine layer of refried beans along the bottom of the tortilla, we're going to top that with a layer of our taco meat, which you may recall we've already seasoned it with taco seasoning. So now we're literally just going to put our meat on top. And try the best that you can to spread it evenly. It's not perfect, but I think if you go to Taco Bell, they would do it with big factory machines that they spend a lot of money on. But we're doing the homemade version. So far, so good. We've got our ground meat and we've got our beans layer. Next, we're going to, once you have your filling, we're going to add the second tortilla and we're going to top that with enchilada sauce. So I don't have enchilada sauce, but guess what, guys? What is enchilada sauce? It's basically some type of oil and tomatoes and a little bit of sugar and a little bit of salt. So I'm going to use some ketchup. Just going to spread a thin layer of this on there. This one's getting down to the bottom. But fortunately, okay, that one's done. I'm going to get another ketchup. Oh. Sometimes cooking can be exhausting. I've got a brand new ketchup here. This is one from the health food store, so it should be healthy. There we go. I'm just going to spread that over top. This is going to be a lot, like sort of the bulk of the flavor that we're going to be dealing with. Okay. Let's see what the next one. This is actually the fun part. We're literally just assembling. I could have done this with sort of a makeshift assembly line, I suppose, but this is actually, instead of being linear, it's sort of building from the bottom up. So once you have your filling, top with the enchilada sauce. We did ketchup. Don't want too much or it'll get soggy. So I probably should have read that before, but add a few diced tomatoes and even a layer of cheese over the sauce. Okay, so another piece of sort of bad news here. I don't have any I don't have any tomatoes, but I do have very thick tomato sauce, cherry tomatoes with basil. So why would I need the diced tomatoes when I basically have diced tomatoes in a jar? So it looks like our next order of business now will be to put that down over top. Gentle. Okay. And now it wants us to top that with our cheese, a layer of cheese over the sauce. Oh, son of a bitch, everybody. We are having an excessive heat warning here today, which sucks. I completely forgot. We need to preheat the oven. Let's go with 400 degrees. Plus, I got all this shit. I've said that before, and I broke my own rule. Always leave your oven preheated at all times. Not even when you're just cooking, but just any time. Because otherwise, you're going to have to, when you decide to cook, you're going to have to sit there for 20 minutes and wait. You know. So, let's see how we're doing here. Next up, we're going to add our layer of cheese. Let's see, sorry. Add a few diced tomatoes, layer of cheese over the sauce. So I'm gonna have, I have a cheese grater somewhere. Okay, I've got this one. I'm going to take our cheese that I had in the refrigerator. I think we used this last time. It should still be good. As long as you don't see any green on there, it's good. I'll probably choose this one.
Okay.
Hey, thanks JPlate just subscribed. Thanks JPlate. All right. And we just want to grate this over. Do this for a little bit. This can actually be a very relaxing experience. So if anybody's interested in what's going on over on the Henry's Kitchen YouTube, I make the videos once a month for Patreon, and in this month's episode I'm teaching people how to harvest items from your home garden so that you can put that in your food. Okay, that's not a lot. Oh, I see. It was all going here. All right. I'm kind of wondering if we should put another kind of cheese on there. I'm going to take a look and see what I have. Well, you know what? I've got just a little bit of pepper jack. I know we're cheating here because, well, no, not really. This is sort of a, it's got a little bit of a Latin thing going on. So let's put some of our pepper jack cheese sprinkled over the parts that don't have cheese. That would be good. I'm going to get to your questions. Plizzle says that's why they recommend everyone have homeowners insurance. I'm not sure what that's in relation to. Maybe about if you run out of cheese. Okay. Reziel's Lament says this dish looks like meconium. I'm not sure what meconium is, but I'm sure it's a compliment. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's do, I guess we're going to do a little bit of our asparagus over the top. Add a few diced tomatoes, even layer of cheese over the sauce. Thanks, Moist Boyhole just subscribed. Now, you bake until the cheese is melted, the tortillas are crispy, which they already are actually, and everything is hot. I like to sit them for a minute before I slice them so it doesn't make a huge mess. Serve with salsa, sour cream, guacamole, or just as it is. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit of a finely sliced asparagus on the top, since this is normally going to be green onions, but I don't have green onions, guys, so we'll be doing asparagus, but they're very similar. They're long, thin, cylindrical green garden vegetables. So, start at the spears here. That's probably enough. We just want to have enough so that we color it a little bit. I can already tell this is going to be delicious. If you're ever sitting at home and you just are craving some pizza, but you don't feel like ordering out, or you want it right now or whatever, just put together one of these bad boys, invented by the CEO of Taco Bell in order to solve the problem of people being inebriated and just wanting to stuff things in their mouth, I guess. Here we go. This is what we're going to do now is we're going to put this in the oven. So let's grab So this thing is filthy, so I'm going to put some tin foil down over it. You never have to wash these cookie sheets as long as you never run out of tin foil. That's a little cooking hack for you. But then I don't wash my dishes anyway because you're actually taking out a lot of the flavor. There's a famous place called Pizzeria Uno in Chicago they pride themselves on never washing their dishes because they say that every pizza contains a little bit of the essence of the pizza that was made before it. And they've been doing that for hundreds of years. Okay, so we're getting there. We're going to put this in the oven. It doesn't quite say. It just says bake everything till the cheese is melted and the tortillas are crispy. So let's go ahead and Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Okay. Gibson Grabber Best says this looks nutritious and delicious. I'm glad to hear it. It is. Bruce Lee, Forsen is having trouble going live. You know what? Can I call in and give him advice? I was having trouble going live this morning. Maybe Twitch was down. You can hear me now, right? Like we're all in real time. Help! Do you hear that? Okay. Here we go. It's not quite preheated right now, but it's probably getting close, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in now. Alexa, how much time left on the timer?
You have 9 minutes left on your 10-minute timer.
Okay, well, I do have a couple more song requests here. These are songs that were requested from the Jose Suicidio catalog. Let's see here. This one was requested to us by someone named Giraffe Guy on the Discord. Giraffe Guy wanted to hear a song by Jose Suicidio, which is called Mind Games, and I'm going to do the best that I can to remember the lyrics. First she's got a The next day she's engaged, then she says she's married. Girl, why are you playing these mind games? Head games, brain games, love games, mind twisters, head benders. She's playing with my mind. I saw her on the street with another guy. Funny, cause she told me she didn't want to be in a relationship. Mind games, head games, love games, mind games, head benders, tongue twisters. She's just playing with my mind. So that was a little bit of that for Giraffe Guy. That's Mind Games by Jose Suicidio. Let's see here. Dallas. Someone named Dallas wanted to hear a song called There's Something Wrong With Me. This is another one from the Jose Suicidio collection. And I always have a hard time getting the key. There's something broken inside of me, someone no one else can see. Something hurts and it's way down deep. I think there's something wrong with me. I got friends that I never see. They say they don't have time for me. I try to reach out to my family, but I just get voicemail. Every day used to be such possibility. Now every road that I take leads to sadness and despair. I put some pizza in the microwave, forgot about it for several days. When I was done, I just threw it away. That means there's something wrong with me. All the kids in the neighborhood tell me I don't look so good. How I would change it all if I could, but I just can't seem to. I try to watch TV, it only frightens me. Everyone's shouting and screaming and fighting in the street. There's something broken inside of me, something no one else can see. Something hurts and it's way down deep. I think there's something wrong with me. It's a very sad song there by Jose Suicidio. Alexa, how much time left on the timer?
You have 4 minutes left on your 10-minute timer.
Thanks, Arlork. Giraffe Guy. That was a great song. By the way, what's your favorite shirt for cooking? My favorite shirt, I like this one, but I'd probably say polos because they're short sleeved. And as you can see, I kind of rolled these up. So otherwise, if you have a long sleeve shirt, you can accidentally dip it in tomato sauce or something. So polos are probably best. Everyone type Forsen wants to know if we'd ever have Jose Suicidio as a guest star on stream. I like that. I think that would be cool. I don't know. I mean, we had a request for Tom Cruise and now Jose Suicidio. These are pretty big names. I'm not sure it's easy to get them on there. Oh, the domain GPCE says, Henry, does your foot feel better after your kitchen mishap on Sunday? Yeah, That was terrible. And by the way, the domain GPCE is a podcast that you can look up. And I did their podcast, and they gave roast beef a chef's hat, which was really awesome. So thank you, the domain GPCE, for doing that. And let's talk about your question here. I have a very stuffed refrigerator, and we were making crepes, or crepes as they call them in France. But if you notice, it's very stuffed in there, and so I found a place to put it, but I guess it was leaning against the door, so when I opened the door, it all came out, and the plate actually hit me on the foot, which hurt. So I want to do a really quick shout out here to all the moderators out there who have been doing incredible work. As you can see, I have a lot on my mind when I'm doing these kitchen tutorials, and the moderators are incredibly helpful. And I want to reach out and say thank you. Dingo Bop, who we talked about, is right in the in harm's way in Florida with the storm, and so Dingo Bop, we hope you're doing okay, weathering the storm. You've got generators. This too shall pass, as they say. I also want to thank Fawcan, Dom Beef, Hottest Bear, Do Dingle, Dogoggy, Dr. Flanges, Bacchus. I always like to thank some of the early people that I met in the community, like Sir Doom, Daisy Blossom, Bumble Vision, the LGX. I want to thank some of the big streamers that have shown the Henry's Kitchen videos in order to spread the word of my culinary tutelage. I got to start with Nim. Nim has not only been an amazing influence on me, but we've also become friends. And Nim and I are going to be doing some more gaming as time goes by. We did a couple of games earlier, a couple months ago, but Nim pretty much had me on his channel and got me started on Twitch. So thanks to Nim. Other people: Brian W. Foster, Moon, XQC, Forsen, and I also want to say a huge thank you to Quanto, who came forward and created these Henry's Kitchen style. I've got to turn on my camera there, but Henry's Kitchen style transitions, which is amazing. My camera work isn't the best, but Alexa, stop timer. Okay, well, it looks like it's that time of the month. Let's go ahead and grab our pot holder here, and let's see if we can get a good shot of roast beef here to see what's happening. Oh, jeez. He's all kind of balled up, snug as a bug in a rug there, and that's kind of cool. But let's go ahead and take out our Mexican pizza, the authentic one that's served by Taco Bell, that's been discontinued as a result of the environmental impact that they were having on humankind. But we're making it right here, environmentally safe. Looks pretty authentic. Ouch, this is very hot. I think I'm gonna grab this thing. It's a roast beef thing that somebody made for me. Or no, I think I bought that, but whew, this is hot, guys. But hopefully it's just as delicious as it is high in temperature. So let's see what we got here. Oh, sorry, got to turn on the camera. There we go. This is the authentic Mexican pizza from Taco Bell, the exact way that they make it. I don't know if you can see it, but we have 2 layers of tortillas. One of them underneath contains beans and meat. And if we take a look at what we were going for here, this one obviously they have a side view, so it's a little bit different view. I might be able to get that view on ours as well. I'm going to put it on a plate, but I'd say, generally speaking, sorry, that's my cat. Generally speaking, this is pretty authentic. Let's go ahead and put this on a plate, guys. I'm really looking forward to having a beer this afternoon and eating this, but I'll eat a little bit here as well. I'm going to use a spatula for this. We don't want to ruin the aesthetic of it while we're in the process of okay. Let's take this out. Put this down. You know, the other thing that I'm going to do, and this is only because we are really trying to approximate the authentic experience of the nostalgic Taco Bell Mexican pizza. I'm just going to cut around the edges of it because, as you probably know, the Taco Bell pizza is round in shape. So I'm just going to cut the edges off. Got to be very careful when you're in the kitchen. This is a sharp knife. I don't usually use sharp knives, but there's just no way anything else would cut through this. And sometimes you have to try to, you know, be strong. So if you're just joining us, we're cutting the edges off of our Mexican pizza. Nam just rated with 113 viewers. That's very nice. If you're just joining us, we're making the authentic Taco Bell Mexican pizza, same as the one that got discontinued for the environmental impact it was having on mankind. And we're cutting around it now to try to get it to have more of a circular formation. We've got our meat underneath there, as you can see. But this is, that's it, guys. It's the Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. I'll try to get that sort of view that they have so that we can go back to back. I always think that's kind of fun to do. This is the Mexican pizza from Taco Bell, and let's eat it. Like I've said before, no one will ever love you if you don't love yourself. And very similarly, if you don't eat your own food, no one will ever love you. So let me get a fork here and see what we got to work with. I'm going to start by getting some of that meat. It's very hot. It's hard to get it all on. You know, a normal pizza you would just eat it by hand, but okay. So as I thought was going to happen, the ketchup wound up really flavoring quite a bit of it. But you know, I'm going to call this one a success, guys. It's not bad. Let's put that aside. In no way are we done today, because I have a little bit of a score to settle on a game that we've been playing. Do you still hear me? Check. 1. And then I want to make sure you still have roast beef here. I'm going to need some water, actually. The coffee's great, but I think I'm going to need some water to wash that down a little bit. The mix of ketchup and vegan tortillas is a little much because they put a lot of spice in there. Dirtebi says, where are you going to mail him? Yeah, no, roast beef is perfectly mailable at this point. He's in a box. In Pie Freak says, how is the water coming from the fridge? Whoa. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. I think that before I moved in here, somebody must have linked up the refrigerator to the water pipeline or something, which is beyond me. Although I was thinking about doing a series of Henry's handyman DIY services, so maybe I'll start looking into that. Hacklin says, I did some research and apparently the Mexican pizza is back on Taco Bell's menu since September 15th. Wow. Is that true? Maybe we can fact check that, because if that's the case, guys, you might as well just go to Taco Bell and get one from them, because it'll save you a lot of time and probably a lot of money, and it'll taste better also. Someone said they saw this stream. Yeah, that could be what happened. Maybe there was enough of a demand. Delinquent says, I can confirm I'm eating one right now. Well, as the kids say, pick or it didn't happen. B-Dog, we need McDonald's pizza back as well. I did not know that there was a McPizza. That sounds interesting. Maybe we can try to figure out how to do that. All right. So, a little bit about the game that I'm about to play. It's called Stray. And it's about a stray cat who wakes up in a beautiful field with all of his friends, and then eventually gets lost and finds himself in a post-apocalyptic hellscape filled with little monsters that eat everything, including robots that inhabit the slums of this nightmarish place. But I like to think that my cat, Roast Beef, since he was a rescue and no one really knows what kind of life he had before. Now he's very old, but I think that he dreams of the times that he had before he was a domesticated cat. And I imagine that it's probably similar. X Midnight, just subscribe, thanks. And but I imagine that Roast Beef's life was probably very similar to what we're doing in this game. So let's go ahead and see how this works here. Hopefully I won't have any technical problems converting over here to the game. But now we had it worked out before where we were able to get roast beef in the corner. Yeah, so we've got roast beef that we can see in there. So just to let you know where we're at this point, wait, let's see. Oh, jeez. I have to turn this on. So where we left it before, if you guys are paying attention, we've got this cat, roast beef, which looks very similar to a cat, and he's got a robot that sits on his back and tells him little things now and then. All right, let's get the transceiver all the way on the top of that building. Okay, so we met some robot who said that we have to find this very tall building. Yeah, I think it's that one over there. And we've got a transceiver, but the problem is I died last time because these creatures that come over and eat you. But one thing that's good news about them, you can meow to attract them. Oh shit, okay. They're actually kind of stupid, so you can I just died again. Sorry, it's hard for me to try to explain what's happening at the same. They're actually kind of stupid so that you can lure them and then you can get to where you need to go. But you have to really think fast, and unfortunately my brain thinks very slowly, which isn't an advantage when you're playing video games. So alright, I'm going to try this again, and if this doesn't go well, okay, so I want to sort of get a plan here. I think that when we're done, we're going to have to jump on a ledge of some sort. Uh-oh, here they go. Wait. Alright, I'm going to have to do better than that. I'm just getting warmed up, you guys. Oh, okay, now I'm going to try it one more time, and then I'm going to, if I can't do it, I don't want to bore you with this, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get on top of that crate, I guess. Obviously, as you can tell, I'm much more of a cook than I am a gamer. There we go. I think we got it. Now where do I go here? Oh no, there's more of these guys. Can they get me up here? Oh, they're all right there. I feel like I'm gonna die again. I seem to be able to lure them. Oh shit! I didn't know they could jump up on me here. Flizzle says, don't sell yourself short. I'd say you're as much of a cook as you are a gamer. Oh, that's pretty cool. Thanks. Alright, we're going to try this part again. Uh-oh. Roast beef just emerged and knocked over the camera, which is problematic. All right, so I think I'm gonna jump on that beam there. Oops, wait. There we go, I think I did it. But can they still get me? Oh, jeez. Oh, they can still get me up here. These things are really tough. I need to get up on that thing. Okay. Seem to be safe here. So the robot every now and then just, the city's full of neon. It wasn't always this way. There used to be strict energy caps, especially in the slums. But people couldn't handle the constant darkness. One day someone lit up rainbow lamps, neon signs all over their house. I don't know what all was. That person was taken away and never seen again. The people saw hope, and not long after, everyone started putting lots of lights in their homes. There was nothing the oppressors could do. It was a way for people to see colors again, like outside. I think it helped. So I don't know if you guys caught all that shit. I wasn't really paying attention. Sorry. Let's see, where are we supposed to go? I was hoping to get a little bite of my pizza situation. Oh, whoa. Oh, I get it. I can jump over on that thing. I need to get over there. Oh, there it was. Okay. And then I've seen these barrels before. You can get in the barrel and move it. Okay. Faps just subscribed. Thanks, Faps. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on with our roast beef camera here. I'm not sure exactly where he went, but we definitely need him. I think he might have broken the tripod, unfortunately. Right now, roast beef. Oh, this is great. Yeah, he's doing his exercises. Sometimes when he gets up, he does this box flap thing, which is pretty cool. He likes to also rub his saliva up against the box flap. So maybe we'll leave that going while we get back to our game here. You can see the real roast beef and the fake roast beef here. I should be able to jump on that thing if I can get this barrel over there. I keep accidentally hitting the robot. Okay. There we go. Whoa. Okay. Uh-oh. Looks like roast beef, real roast beef, is going back in. back into the box situation. Okay. Shit. Whoa. Okay. I think we made some progress there. I see another one of those beams. Anything here? This is just a barren wasteland filled with the zerks, which are the things that eat you. It looks like I probably need to get on this beam. Knock a bunch of shit over here. Uh-oh. There they are. We've got more zerks. Yeah, Ping Pong Pomelo says that's enough exercise for today. Yeah, he'll do like 3 box flaps and then he's all wiped out and ready to go to bed again. Yes. Let's see if I can get a better view of it. At least we know what he's dreaming about. He's dreaming about these weird animals. So there's a code here that we can hack. But the only problem is that if I open the door, then they're all going to come in. So I think that if they all come in, I can jump over here and then get out. Guys, this might be the last bit of this for today because I don't want to keep screwing up in front of you. It's a little bit embarrassing, but I'm going to go ahead and try this. We'll see if we're successful. Oh no. Yeah, I'm dead. Alright. We're going to pick it up there next time. The game actually started... Well, alright, I'm going to try it one more time. We're going to see if we can do this. The game started very cool, where it was just going around to all these cool adventures and talking to robots, but now it's becoming very physically challenging, which is not my forte, if you will. So... But I need to do it at some point. Alright. So we're going to hack this door. We're going to jump over here. I think what happened last time, I think I need to lure them all into this thing. So I have to let them almost catch me, basically. And then I need to go lock it from the other side, I think. That seems really impossible. I wonder if I can also just jump. Get out of the way. Alright. Here we go. Here goes nothing. Wait, did we do it? Oh, I see. They're trapped in there. So, is there anybody watching? Maybe you could tell me what I should be doing here. If I go over there, I'm going to get killed. Yeah, oh, okay. There's only one other thing. Hack it again from that side, then run over real quick. Oh, hack it again. Oh, I get it. So that way they're going to... Okay, we're going to try this. I'm not going to keep doing this because... All right, let's see here. I see. If I hack it again, then I can lock them out. Is that right? That's the only advantage that I have as a cat, is that I'm smarter than them. But in this case, I don't think I am. Or I should say roast beef isn't. Oh, I see. So maybe once they're all in there... So can they get me now? Wow, I think we did it. I don't know who that person was. Tim left, said hack it and hack it again. But that was great advice. We totally did it. See, there's always a solution if we work together. So I think I probably need to go... There's an arrow there, so... Let's move this guy over here. Wow, we're really getting into it now. Let's see. This is pretty crazy. I do like to give a shout out to whoever does the graphics for these. As a guy who played games back in the 80s, if my friends and I could have seen the kind of graphics that they have nowadays, we probably would have shit our pants. Or at least thrown up. Let's see. Knock that bucket over, maybe. All right. Ooh. We're in a little warehouse type thing here now. I know there's going to be more of those Zerks at some point. So we still have roast beef there. Fast asleep, I take it. But this is what's going on in his head. All right. That's pretty cool that you guys, I guess a lot of people have played this game. Might have to do some climbing. You got everything clear here? Oh, I see them over there. I've got a little light thing that we can use too. Zoom in on them. Okay, so let's come up with a strategy here. Beelzebub didn't get as far as I did. That's cool to know, thanks, but it's taken me quite a while. Kay Carcho says, are you actually good at chess? In real life, no, I'm pretty bad actually. I'm really pretty bad at everything. I don't know why. Except for maybe cooking, I guess. It's probably the only thing I can do correctly. Alright, so I guess the strategy is going to be to just run. If Tim Left is still there, let me know if there's a good thing to to do here because I feel like I'm going to die. I can't jump on that. Just a mad dash, I guess. Oh well, here I go. Wow, I did it. That was pretty cool. Now what? Wait, am I? Oh shit. Oh no. I'm dead. I kind of almost made it for a second there, but I didn't know what to do. So I died. Alright. I think we're going to just leave it there, and then I'll try to pick it up there at the next time. So I appreciate that, everybody, for you bearing with me while I played a little Stray, so we could see what roast beef's life was like before he just was a guy who sleeps all the time. Starting to get flies collecting around my Mexican pizza here, but today we made Mexican pizza, the authentic Mexican pizza, the way that they make it at Taco Bell. If you want to see the Taco Bell version, whoops, that's Taco Bell's version, and then this is my version, which is probably not as pretty, but it certainly isn't as tasty. But it's gonna have to be lunch. I went heavy on the ketchup. I think that's the biggest problem with it. Robert Barker III says, did you use black food coloring on the crust? No, but it came out definitely a little bit little too well done. I think I might have left it on the oven. The timing of the Alexa timers is not very good, actually. Build the Thrill. Fast food places are known to paint their food in the pictures. Yeah, I think that's probably what happened. I'm going to see if we can get another aerial view of this here. I'm not sure that we will, because I think my battery went out on my other camera, which is another problem that I'm going to have to figure out. Yeah, the battery's out. So we're just going to have to settle for this, which isn't bad. You can see that we've got our meat underneath it. That's basically it, guys. I'm going to get a nice slab of that meat right now, actually. Meat and cheese. It's a secret to any kind of pizza. Wow, I'm going to need some water after that. Well, everybody, I think it's that time to say goodbye. I want to say that this has been an incredible time for me. We made good food. We played amazing music, and I was a god gamer. And Roast Beef did some exercises and then did some resting it off. And we're both going to be back. Tomorrow night, I'll be doing my late night 9 p.m. stream Pacific time. So I know that for a lot of you that are in Europe, that's a difficult, inconvenient time, but you can catch it afterward on the VOD. And I have pretty bad news. I don't think I'm going to be able to stream on Sunday because I'm going to be on an airplane, and I'm not sure how that works. Has anybody done that? Because if there is a way to do that, that would be great. But maybe I can make up for it by doing one Sunday night or Sunday afternoon. Let's see if anybody's done that. Ask the pilot to let me go in the cockpit. Yeah, they're usually pretty cool about that. Yeah, if I have an internet connection, don't stream in an airport. Okay. Make sure to, Tim Left says, make sure to leave the oven on in the airplane. Yeah, they have ovens on there. Or they at least have microwaves. Death by Fugu says, we could all join the Mile High Club together. Yeah, I think Mile High Club just means getting in a plane together, I believe. SM Barrel, don't stream in an airport. And yeah, Salix211, ask the pilot to let you stream from the cockpit. Hopefully they'll be cool with that. And then Salix211 has another question. Do you have any tips on styling your food for a fancy dinner party? If you're having a fancy dinner party, you're going to want to, the biggest thing that you're going to have to think about is wine pairings. And I'm going to explain wine pairings to you. This is probably a good way to leave tonight. Red wine goes with red meat. White meat goes with white wine, obviously. White bread goes with white wine. Red bread goes with red wine. Similar with cheeses. A white cheese or a light colored cheese would go with white wine. Red wine would go with one of your darker cheeses, maybe like a Havarti or a Gouda. Those types of cheeses. You know, the kind of red cheese wheels where it's red on the outside. Munster cheese is orange, so that would go with red wine. Generally speaking, you want to try to keep all of your foods just about the same color or hue. That way you won't get confused about, oh no. If you make a sandwich and it's got white tuna meat, albacore white tuna meat, but you've got a piece of cheddar cheese on there and it's on wheat bread, now you're doing all kinds of math going, okay, the wheat bread is going to go with red wine, the cheddar cheese is going to go with red wine, and then the white meat is going to be white wine. So now you've got 2/3 red wine, 1/3 white wine. It's just a fucking mess. So you're much better off going, in that case, with the dark tuna meat. That way you've got the red wine all the way through. You could have 3 glasses of red wine. In extreme scenarios, you could have 2 glasses of red wine and 1 white wine, depending on the proportions of whatever it is that you're serving. But yeah, if you're having a dinner party, your guests will very much appreciate your knowledge of wine pairings. And also, chutney cheese weenie bites are a wonderful hors d'oeuvre to serve before you serve them the meal, which in this case would be a tuna sandwich, I guess. What the Duck says, how about making Bomb Alaska on the plane? I heard airlines love that dessert. Yeah, Bomb Alaska. Well, I think that's a dessert item if I'm not mistaken. That's not a bad idea. Zodbane, I'm colorblind. How should I figure all this out? Wow. That's a disadvantage. Maybe you could ask some of your party guests what color the food is, and then ask them what color the wine is. And if they're being sincere with you, if they're not trying to fuck with you, then you can sort everything that way. Doom Triggero says, can you shower on the plane for us? No, I don't generally take flights that are that long where I would need to shower. If you ask the pilot, then they will give you a special treat. That's what Sushi says. So, all right. Machko Q says, hello, Henry. My girlfriend wonders, what is the painting on your kitchen counter? Why is it there? And what is behind it? A lot of times behind it, I've got dirty dishes, empty paper plates filled with food, maybe some of the recipes we've made in the past that I haven't gotten around to cleaning yet. So it's easier for me to take this painting, put it up there. But the painting's very nice. I actually found it at the Goodwill, and I thought it matched the decor of the kitchen. So I basically just did that. I think it's actually upside down, though. It's supposed to be like that. So, anyway, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody here, but I want to say an extreme thank you to everybody for joining us here on Henry's Kitchen. Thanks for the song suggestions on the Discord. Thanks to the moderators. Thanks, Quanto, for the technical, amazing technical work. And thanks, everybody.
Okay.
And thanks, Skabuda, for subscribing. And I hope you guys all have a great rest of the week.